Hello students, good morning. I hope all of you are very fine and staying at your home safely. So today I am here to discuss with you from your subject environmental studies, and our today's topic of discussion is we need water. As you know, we are reading about our needs. So the chapter number 8 on the page number 37 is about the water. The title is We Need Water. So all of you first open your book, then I'll discuss with you the topic clearly. First, you all know that we need water to live. For various purposes, we use water in our life, in our daily life. So let's begin the text. All living things need water to live. Plants need water to make food. Most plants die if they do not get water for a few days. Animals need water for drinking and bathing. We need water to drink and to do many things in our daily life. So, from this para, we come to know that water is very necessary not only for humans but also for animals and plants and every living beings in this earth, on this earth. So how plants need water to make their food, we also need water for drinking and making food, and we bath with water, we do several works. Animals also drink water and bath in water. So we need water for various purposes. Look, here are some pictures in your book. If you closely notice them, that some small children are doing something with the water. What are they doing? Drinking, bathing, cooking, washing clothes, gardening, and washing utensils. So what kind of works can we do with the help of water? We can do drinking. It is most important because if we do not drink water, we will die. Drinking is most important. Next, bathing. Bathing, we bath daily to make our body clean, and it makes to helps to keep our body clean and healthy. Next comes cooking. Our mother cooks daily, and for cooking purposes water is needed every time. Next, washing clothes. Washing clothes, we need to make our clothes clean, and to clean our clothes we use water. Next comes gardening. Gardening, our plants also need water daily, so we water them. So for gardening we also need water. Next comes washing. Washing utensils, after the meal we wash the used utensils, and after cooking we wash the used things. So it is necessary for that purposes also. There are many more things we do with water, but there are some examples from your book. Next, come to the next page, page number 38, and now comes the sources of water. Source, from what, from where water comes actually. From where water comes, that is the source of water. We are now going to learn about the sources of water. So basically, water source, main source is rain. Rainfall is the main source of water in our life. Look, rain is the main source of water. It fills up ponds, lakes, streams, rivers, seas, and oceans. These are also called natural sources of water. So there are two kinds of sources of water. What are they? First one is natural sources of water. Next one is man-made sources of water. So natural sources of water means which comes from nature, which we cannot make these. It comes automatically from nature. Natural sources of water. So what are the natural sources of water? Look, rivers, oceans, ponds, lakes. So these are the natural sources of water. And there are also seas. Rivers, seas, actually a little bit similar, but we can get water from these sources, natural sources mainly. Next comes some rainwater goes deep into the ground. This is called groundwater. So when raindrops fall on the earth, water is stored in natural sources like rivers, ocean, ponds, lakes, etc. And when the rainfall falls on the ground, it is soaked. It soaks and goes deep down the earth, and it is stored under the earth also, under the ground also, and we dug it up. Look, it is called groundwater. We draw it out by digging wells, tube wells, or hand pumps. So we, for our use of the water, for our purposes, we draw them up by the help of tube well, hand pump, and digging wells. We get water in our homes easily by using these, and through taps. All these are man-made sources of water. Now comes man-made sources of water. These are not natural. We make this for our personal uses. Man-made sources of water. What are these? These are well, tube well, hand pump, and tap. We all can see these in our surroundings, and we use these to draw water for our household and regular uses. So man-made sources are well, tube well, hand pump, and tap, and natural sources are rivers, ocean, ponds, lakes, etc. Now comes water in food items. So now we know about the sources of water, how we get water. Besides, we can get water in our food items. And what are they? What are they? We are going to learn about them. Look, food items like fruits, vegetables, meat, and milk contain different amounts of water. So, water in food items. Water found in food items. In what kind of foods we can get water? Look, here are some pictures of milk. Milk is a liquid food, so we can get plenty of water from this milk. And there are some fruits like cucumber, watermelon. In summertime, we get these fruits, especially watermelon and muskmelon. Muskmelon. These fruits are they contain a great source of water. So if we eat them or drink them, we can get water in a different way also. They also help us to build our body and keeps us healthy. Next comes drinking water. So you know that we can get water from food items, but you cannot live without drinking water. So from where we can get drinking water, and how many type of sources are used to store drinking water, and how we use drinking water. We should drink clean water. So first remember, we should drink clean water. Clean drinking water has no taste, color and smell. So that is very important. Drinking water, a clean drinking water, it has no color, no taste. Drinking water, clean drinking water does not have particular color or taste or smell. You cannot smell it. So if you can smell the water, so it is not clean, it is not pure. Don't drink it. So clean drinking water has no taste, color or smell. It does not have these qualities. The water which we get in our house is not safe to drink directly. So if you open the tap, you can get water easily, but do not drink that water immediately, because it is not right. Why? It may have dirt and germs. So these water, what we get if we open the tap, it is not safe. It may contain germs and dirt. We need to boil or filter it to clean it before drinking. So to make the water clean, we have to boil the water or filter the water before drinking. We should store drinking water in clean and closed containers. So we should always keep the drinking water in a closed pot or a bottle and drink them. Water what is clean and safe for drinking is called potable water. So what is clean and drinking water is called what? Potable water. Drinking water what is clean and ready to drink are called potable water. Remember the term potable. P-O-T-A-B-L-E, potable water. What is potable water? Water that is clean and safe for us is called potable water. Next, schools, colleges, hotels, offices and many other places have big water filters and tanks to clean drinking water. Some colonies fix machines to clean the water stored in community water tanks. The clean water is then supplied to houses of the colony. So, in your school also, you can notice there is a water filter. So, in offices, schools and many big hotels, colleges, they use water filters to get the clean and safe water, that is potable water. And some where in the towns and cities, the colonies store the water in big water tanks, and they supply the water through the pipes. And one more thing to remember, if you drink unsafe, uncleaned water, dirty water, and if you drink the water which is not filtered which is not clear, then you will face some diseases. You will suffer from diseases. You will feel ill. Look, jaundice, typhoid, and many other diseases are caused by drinking dirty water. So if you drink dirty water, you will catch these kind of diseases like jaundice, typhoid, and many other diseases also. So always drink boiled and filtered water. So we have to always drink boiled and filtered water. So what kind of water will you drink every time? You can easily say that we can eat potable water, and it is always boiled or filtered. We should always drink boiled or filtered water. That is our potable water. Next comes water pollution. We use water regularly for our various purposes, various household works and regular life. But now comes water pollution. Water is polluted nowadays greatly. And how it is polluted? We will get to learn about this now. Now comes the important part, water pollution. Pollution means getting dirty or filthy. Water pollution. Look, sources of water get dirty or polluted due to human activities like washing clothes, bathing animals, throwing garbage, or throwing dead animals in water. Water also gets polluted when factories let out wastes in it. So, we humans are responsible for making the water polluted, making the water dirty. How we make water dirty? Some humans, some of us throw garbages into the water. They wash clothes in the water, in the river and ponds, and they bath animals in the water. And these makes water polluted. And from some factories, wastes are thrown into the water. So these are responsible for water pollution. So remember, what are the causes of water pollution? Washing clothes, bathing animals, throwing wastes and wastes from the factories. These are the main causes of water pollution. And we are responsible for this. So we should take care of this matter. If we do not do this, the water will not get polluted and we will get clean and safe water. Next, keeping water clean. Do not bath or wash clothes in water bodies. So now comes how we keep our water clean. Now how we keep our water clean. Do not bath or wash clothes in water bodies. Keeping our water clean. Keeping water clean. How do we keep our water clean? Do not bath or wash clothes in water bodies. Don't wash clothes or bath. Next comes, do not throw garbages or dead animals. Don't throw garbages, that means dirty things, garbages or dead animals. Dead animals. Animal bodies actually. Dead animals in the water. Number 3, treat factory waste before leaving it in water bodies. Before leaving factory wastes, we should treat them. Treat factory wastes. Next, clean the things used for storing water like bottles, buckets and tanks regularly. So we should clean the things. Which things? Used for storing water. So we should clean the things we use to store water regularly, because if we do not clean those things, then it will get dirty, and if you put the clean water inside that dirty pot or dirty thing, there is no benefit to drink that water, because it will be polluted, it will be full of germs then. So this way we can keep our water clean. Next on the page number 40, what is saving and reusing water? So water is day by day getting to an end. So we should save water for our future, and we should reuse the water for our benefits. How? Look, do not keep the tap running while brushing teeth, bathing, washing clothes and washing utensils. So these are some advices given to you to follow for saving water and reusing the water. So what are these? You should not keep the tap running while brushing your teeth or washing clothes or washing utensils. Do not do this, and strictly follow these rules. Instead of shower, use a bucket and a mug for bathing. So some of you have the habit to bath in a shower. Do not use shower because it wastes water so much. Rather than you can use a bucket and a mug for bathing. Next, always close the tap of the water cooler in school after drinking water. So whenever you take water from your water filter or use the tap, always close that. Always close the tap. Next, use water cans or sprinklers to water the plants. So when in your garden you are watering the plants, you should always use water cans or sprinklers. Avoid using pipes. Do not use pipes. Do not use water pipes because it wastes water so much. Get leaking water pipes and taps repaired. Always, whenever a tap or a leaking pipe or a pipe is not working and it has leaks, always get repaired it on time, because if you do not do this, water will flow from the leak and it will be wasted. Clean your vehicles with a cloth. Wash them only when necessary. So we often nowadays wash our vehicles, but do not wash them regularly or often. Sometimes you can wash them, but try to clean the vehicles with the help of a cloth. Use water leftover washing clothes to mop the floor. You can use the water leftover to mop the floor. When you are washing your clothes, the leftover water, we throw them. But here is some advice for you. You do not throw them. You should not throw them, but you can use them to mop the floor. And you can also water the plants also with those water. Do not throw any leftover water. Look, do not throw any leftover water. Use it to water the plants or wash clothes and utensils. So always try to use the water again and again, and do not throw the leftover water here and there. Rather than try to use them for watering the plants, to wash the things and utensils, and you can mop the floor. Try to reuse them and do not waste water, because you know water is very important and it is very precious for us, for every living being on earth. So try to save water, reuse water, and always try to drink clean and safe water. Okay, so that was the whole subject matter of this chapter. Hope you have understood the matter. Now you read again the whole chapter and try to understand better. And if you have any problem, let me know and I will help you to make it understand. Okay, so that's all for today. Take care.